Cowan, Colonel Retired Capon, Lieutenant Colonel Adams, Mrs. Adams, Sergeant Major Brown, Captain Kirkpatrick, First Sergeant Stovall, Master Sergeant Retired Caldwell. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and class members of Class 004 and 006-11. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the primary instructor for Class 004-11, Staff Sergeant Taylor. The primary instructor for 006-11, Staff Sergeant Coleman. On behalf of the Battalion Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Adams, and the Battalion Command Sergeant Major Gooden, I would like to congratulate all the graduates of Class 004 and 006-11. At this time, I would like to introduce our guest speaker, First Sergeant Carter. First Sergeant Carter entered the Army in May 1996, completed basic combat training at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and then an advanced individual training at Fort Bliss, Texas. First Sergeant Carter has held many leadership positions, from Team Chief to First Sergeant. He is currently the First Sergeant for Charlie Battery, 1st Battalion, 56th Air Defense Artillery Regiment. His highest military award is the Meritorious Service Medal. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our guest speaker, First Sergeant Carter.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Colonel Stacy, Command Sergeant Major Cowan, Colonel Adams, Sergeant Major Brown, distinguished guests, families, soldiers, and friends of the gathering class today. Today is the start of a new beginning. Many say graduating from advanced individual training is actually the first day you truly become qualified as a soldier. Think honestly, you were a soldier the day you signed in at the med station and volunteered to serve within the United States Army. On that day, at that moment, you made a decision that you wanted to be part of the most powerful team in the world with a distinctive heritage, and even more important, you wanted to become part of a family. Some of the graduates here probably were athletes, did volunteer work, or came from a good ethical background, while others were challenged with adversity and growing pains. Basically, your development has defined who you are today and what you mean to the Air Defense Artillery Regiment and the United States Army. Just remember, you are part of an elite organization in the United States. Our commander, Brigade Commander Colonel Stacy, always says that only 1% of the United States population of over 300 million is serving in the military, and 15% total have served in the past military campaigns. This should make you understand that you are part of an elite group of citizens that are not only qualified, but have the determination, integrity, and respect in preserving our freedom and the American way of life. Today is the day you start sacrificing for peace, both domestic and foreign. Air Defense Artillery is a small world, and you will eventually see those training leaders and the soldiers you've trained with more than once in your career. The following 5 rights: the right place, the right time, the right uniform, with the right equipment, and the right attitude, and you will be successful in your life professionally and personally. You've learned many tactical and technical procedures for operating air defense systems, and I know you will be eager to take that into the fields and put what you've learned into action. Just remember, never be scared to ask questions when you have no understanding of what you are doing. Seek assistance from leaders, supervisors, and mentors so you can fine-tune those skills and start to develop your own self into a more productive soldier. Be smart by following those orders, rules, and regulations that govern discipline and military bearing. Couple of words of advice. Make sure you set yourself up for success at all times. Get educated so you can get promoted and not only further your career, but have something to fall back on after the military. Education is key to survival. Think about the benefits of developing yourself personally and professionally in the future. Take advantage of the free tuition in the Army while serving. And the military may not be the answer for everyone, but it can get you started in the right direction with respect, compassion, duty, and integrity as a U.S. citizen. Take care of your family and your friends. Understand when times get tough and you need that ear on the other end of the phone or shoulder to cry on. Your family and friends become an intricate part of helping you get back on track. Get a trusted battle buddy, or just stay connected with positive people that can influence you to develop yourself on a personal, emotional, spiritual, and educational level. I would like to close with making sure everyone in the room can see we have some great soldiers in this graduation class that have sacrificed for months to become warriors. Do not forget to always do the right thing and always ask questions. We want you to be a better person than when you started in your basic training career. So I'm going to leave you with this last quote. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are more powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, or fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates us. Remember that you are part of a team, and you are one of the best soldiers put on earth in the United States Army. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me, as your guest speaker. And let's graduate.
First off, thank you for your comments. At this time, our guest speaker will present graduation certificates to Class 004 and 006-11. Sergeant First Class Gully of the 2nd Battalion, 6th Air Defense Artillery Regiment will officially welcome each 14 Gulf and 14 Hotel soldier into the Air Defense branch. Please feel free to move about and take pictures. The class average for Class 004-11 is 93%. The class average for Class 006-11 is 93%. Although very competitive, some members distinguish themselves by their exceptional performance. The Distinguished Honor Graduate of Class 004-11 is PFC Norwood with a course average of 98.8%. He will proceed to Osan Air Base, South Korea. Distinguished Honor Graduate for Class 006-11 is Sergeant Horn with a course average of 98%. He will proceed to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. The title of Honor Graduate is given to students who excelled academically with an overall score of 95% or higher, received all first-time goes, and ranked in the top 20% of their class. The Honor Graduate for Class 006-11 is Specialist Turner, with a course average of 97.5%. He will proceed to Florida National Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Attention orders. The Army Achievement Medal is being awarded to EFC Norwood, Sergeant Bourne, and Specialist Turner for meritorious achievement and academic excellence while attending Air Defense, Battle Management, and Enhanced Early Warning Systems Management courses. They are being recognized as Distinguished Honor Graduate and Honor Graduate in classes 004 and 006-11. Their efforts reflect great credit upon themselves, the battery, the Set the Standard Battalion, and United States Army. Signed, Lieutenant Colonel Brian W. Adams, Air Defense, Commanding. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the remainder of the graduates receive their diplomas alphabetically by rank. Please hold your applause until all the graduation certificates have been given. Once again, feel free to move about and take pictures. Class 004 and 006-11, Sergeant Nolan. Will proceed to Dugway Proving Grounds, Utah. Specialist Hilton will proceed to Florida National Guard. Specialist Logan will proceed to Fort Polk, Louisiana. Specialist Roberts will proceed to Osan Air Base, South Korea. EFC Davies will proceed to Peterson Air Force Base, Colorado. EFC Durand will proceed to Osan Air Base, South Korea. EFC Hicks will proceed to Osan Air Base, South Korea. EFC McFarland will proceed to Osan Air Base, South Korea. EFC Talbert will proceed to Mississippi National Guard. EFC Williamson will proceed to Osan Air Base, South Korea. BB-2 Brandon will proceed to Peterson Air Force Base, Colorado. BB-2 Capen will proceed to Peterson Air Force Base, Colorado. BB-2 Higginbotham will proceed to Fort Hood, Texas. BB-2 Hooten will proceed to Osan Air Base, South Korea. BB-2 Inman will proceed to the Indiana National Guard. BB-2 Johnson will proceed to Osan Air Base, South Korea. BB-2 Lewis will proceed to Osan Air Base, South Korea. BB-2 Meades will proceed to Osan Air Base, South Korea. EV-26B. Will proceed to Osan Air Base, South Korea. Private Kraxberger will proceed to the Oregon National Guard. Private Sperano will proceed to the Georgia National Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for the newest air defenders of the United States Army. The distinguished honor graduate will now say a few words on behalf of the graduating class.
Colonel Stacy, Command Sergeant Major Cowan, Colonel Retired Capon, Lieutenant Colonel Adams, Miss Adams, Sergeant Major Brown, Captain Kirkpatrick, First Sergeant Stovall, and Master Sergeant Retired Caldwell, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, men and fellow class members of 004 and 00611. I would first like to thank all of our family, both military and civilian, on behalf of this senior class. I think I speak for everyone when I say it would have been a much rocker road had we not had your support and guidance. I'm very proud to be graduating with these soldiers. We spent the last few months together, and since day one we had the same goal in mind. To finally graduate AIT and become MLS qualified. I, for one, feel like we're walking away with a lot more than this. What we've accomplished over our brief couple months at Fort Sill cannot at all be measured by just the grade financials. For most of us, the school has been just more than just the hours we spent training. It's been the time spent after the goods been cleared. Time spent on sports teams, helping new battles adjust to AIT life, or time given back to the community. Out of sheer pride of being an ADA soldier. Our education here went well beyond the classroom. We learned what it truly meant to be a soldier. We learned that a soldier is not merely a warrior. We learned that a soldier is someone who consistently attempts to not only better himself, but his community as well. Of course, we as students cannot take all the credit for this education. We could not have gotten such a learning environment without the guide and discipline of our NCOs, such as Staff Sergeant Taylor and Staff Sergeant Coleman. Our instructors didn't just teach out of the textbooks, they taught us out of experiences. Our instructors deserve a lot more credit than we would like to give them. Our NCOs made sure we left the school with not only information necessary to be squared away at our next units, but with the information needed to make us squared away soldiers no matter where we go. As we prepare to move on to even more challenges, I feel it necessary to remind the senior classes that being blessed with an education like the one we received here, we are destined for nothing but success. Thank you. First to fire.
Send standard!
At this time, the distinguished honor graduate will present the guest speaker with a token of appreciation for his participation in the graduation ceremony.
First Sergeant Carter, we'd like to thank you for participating in our graduation ceremony today.
Thank you. First fire.
Send standard!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. The exit official party, benediction, and the playing of the 88 March, Army Song, and the signing of the Soldier's Creed. Let us pray. May the Lord bless and keep you. May God's face shine upon you. May God grant you the blessing of never having to use the newly acquired skills in war. If necessity dictates that you do. May God give you the courage and valor to defend our nation and return our world to peace. Bless them and their families. Grant them a safe journey to their duty stations. We ask this in God's name. Amen. Join me in reciting the Soldier's Creed. The Soldier's Creed!
I am an American soldier. I am a warrior and a member of the team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert and I'm a professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier.
Class leader, up.
Move, Sergeant.
Take charge.
Sound off.
88 is the best, better than all the rest. 2-6 is here to stay. Proper better be the way.
Parade, rest.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the 2nd Battalion, 6th Air Defense Artillery Regiment, we thank you for attending. This concludes today's ceremony. Please feel free to move about and congratulate the graduates. The information for approximately 3 minutes before leaving the graduation room to finalize the out process.